Welcome to Herbally Yours, an adventure into the world of natural medicine. Here is your host, Dr. Ellen Kamai, the natural nurse who will help you take the leap to ultimate wellness.
And greetings. Thank you so much for joining me, Ellen Kamai, the natural nurse, for another edition of Herbally Yours, right here on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. Every week, Herbally Yours brings you the latest information about the many facets in the world of natural living. I'm so happy to bring on our guest today. Her name is Dr. Natalya Fazylova, and she's written a lovely book that we'll discuss as well called Health and Wellness for the Busy Woman. I know a lot of people can relate to that. Dr. Natalya is a doctor of nursing practice and an associate professor at the City University of New York. In her postgraduate education, she became a certified Chinese herbologist, which is interesting, combined with nursing, through the New York Institute of Herbal Medicine, and is also an aesthetic skin and laser specialist. She is ANCC board certified in adult health as a holistic health practitioner by the American Association of Drugless Practitioners and board certified as an integrative medicine practitioner by the American Association of Integrative Medicine. Dr. Fazylova earned her bachelor's degree and a master's of science from Hunter School of Nursing and her doctor of nursing practice from Pace University. Her doctorate work on the topic of reduction of childhood obesity via the web-based programs in school-aged children was presented at the Sigma Theta Tau International Research Conference in Hong Kong. She is also a recipient of Patricia McGee Nursing Faculty Scholarship Award and is a finalist in the Nursing Spectrum Excellence Awards for Clinical Care. So thank you so much for joining us today, Dr. Natalya.
Yes, hi, Ellen.
Well, it sounds like you have a very broad range of interests, and that, in fact, you really first were trained in conventional nursing.
Yes, I was.
And then what made you branch out to also become interested in what I'll call natural nursing, since I'm the natural nurse?
I worked as a nurse for many years, like over 10 years. I became a nurse practitioner. I've taken care of a lot of patients, conventional medicine, and I have noticed a trend, patients getting treatment, and treatments were not always successful. So it made me think maybe we're missing something. Maybe there is something that could be done to improve their health, and whatever we're doing, maybe it's not enough. And at the same time, my mother was an acupuncturist, so it made me believe, and I worked with her before, and I've seen the results that she was achieving. She was a neurologist and acupuncturist, so combining those two fields, she will get better response and she will have better results with her patients. So it made me think maybe there's something that I could do as well to get better results for my own patient, and that's when I started looking into a natural medicine, and then I went in eventually become a herbologist, Chinese herbology, got into the field of integrative medicine, and I do see better results in my patients, and I see better outcomes because I feel that I provide a care that encompasses the whole being. Like, it's really holistic, and we look at everything. We look at nutrition when we talk to patients, and we look at their lifestyle, and we look at their health problems, and kind of when it's all together, it gives you better results. At least that's what it has been in my experience.
Oh, yes, and I'm sure in everyone who changes their practice, it's so much more fulfilling. But of course, you're not going to be able to see a client, even in a nurse consult. You can't do that in an 8-minute visit.
Right. That's true. My consults, usually I take at least half an hour to an hour to gather all the information about their nutrition, about their lifestyle, about their health issues. 8 minutes, no, just to say hello maybe, and how are you? No more
right,
than that.
But unfortunately, that is the mandated time for many health professionals.
Right. Well, I do own my private practice, so maybe it's a little bit easier for me in that regard because I set my own schedule and I make sure that each patient has enough time to talk to me if they have any questions. And majority of patients, when they come in, they do have a list of questions. They did a lot of research and have a lot of questions, and I tried my best to answer, and we work together to find solutions to their problems.
Now, I know that your book, which is called Health and Wellness for Busy Women. What made you choose that title?
The book came about from my personal experience. I've been a busy woman, so to say, going to school all these years, having a family, taking care of children, working at the same time. So it was a real struggle to keep everything together and follow the healthy diet that I usually propose to my own clients. So it was a lot of searching and looking into ways to do it. And originally, when I started writing this book, I didn't know what format it should take. Should it be like 6 weeks to healing and transformation? But then I looked at so many other books that were written that offered 6-week solution or 8-week solution, and having a busy life, 6 weeks would not do it for me. I knew it from experience. I tried, didn't work out. So I thought, what would be a better way for me to offer help and maybe step-by-step program to other busy women like me. So maybe something to help them and to guide them to adopt a healthy lifestyle, change their family, and kind of help them to be healthy. So I think healing takes first, but for healing to occur, person needs to realize that maybe they need to change and transform themselves. So that was kind of where the title came from, like healing and transformation. And I offer easy-to-do steps in the book to follow, easy-to-do recipes, exercises that could be done without a gym and at home or maybe in the office during the break time, because that's how my life was and is. I don't have time always to go to the gym. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to be exercising. It just means I'm going to be exercising for a shorter period of time, and it could be easily done in the office or somewhere in my kitchen, in my living room, whenever I have time. So that was kind of the whole idea of the book. Offer an easy step-by-step program for somebody who's as busy as I am, and at the same time keeping the healthy lifestyle, making sure that patients take care of themselves and people have time to eat healthy and enjoy life at the same time.
Great suggestions. And I'd like to remind our listeners that you are listening to Herbally Yours on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. I'm Ellen Kamai, the natural nurse, and my guest today is Natalya Fazylova, and she is a doctor of nursing practice and an expert in natural living and the author of a beautiful book, Health and Wellness for Busy Women. So in your book, I'm looking at it right while we're doing the show today, and it really is written, although you have lots and lots of scientific references in the back, it's written in a way that can be easily understood by everyone.
Yes, I tried my best. It wasn't easy because I'm so used to writing and reading science and research-based article, but I realized that the book will not be, it's not a textbook for my students. It's going to be a book for people, any woman that could pick it up so she could read it and understand what the book is about. So I tried to lay it in an easy language so people actually learn something from that book and hopefully would be able to implement all that information in their own lifestyle and heal themselves and help to change their life and transform themselves.
And I really love the exercises. You just have pictures of these great, I don't know who drew them. I guess you had some, unless you're a drawer.
No, it wasn't me. I can take credit for that.
Well, they're lovely and very, very easy to follow. Like you said, if somebody's at home or in their office, they could just have that part of the book open and actually easily follow it.
Right. So book itself has 4 parts in it. Part 1, it's mind and body connection. So I realized that for the body to be healthy, our mind should be in the healthy mindset as well. And there's a great connection between our feelings and thoughts and what actually happens in our body. So the first part helps and explains a lot how to calm the mind and achieve the optimal wellness. The second part talks about how to heal the body, talks about a lot of hormonal imbalances, diet and exercise, and proper sleep routine, and a little bit of beauty routine as well. And I was actually blessed, and I had a lot of, I don't know if you had a chance to look at the end of the book, I have a lot of other professionals helping me to write the book, because I thought, okay, I know a lot about hormones, but what do I know about exercising? Like, I'm not an exercise specialist, so I was able to get help from a professional exercise specialist, and I have a rehab specialist as well who helped me to write a chapter on exercise. So it's written correctly so people could follow those exercises and do not injure themselves, do not pull their muscles, so it could be done safely. I have several practitioners help me write chapters on hormonal imbalances. So it's like a very intense, information-wise book, and people might get overwhelmed. So my advice would be to readers maybe read one part at a time, absorb it, and then read the next part so people don't get overwhelmed with all the information provided in the book. And then in part 3, we talk about taking care of the soul. And I cover topics like self-love, self-esteem, relationship is a big issue because when people are not happy in their relationship, it does affect, unfortunately, their emotions. And then emotions, they will affect the hormonal imbalances. Like I provided some tips on how to have healthy relationship, and it all should start from a person from within. If they have a good self-esteem, it will help them to build a better relationship. And in last part 4, is the transformation chapter. That's when whoever is reading the book, once they understand and grasp the information that was provided in the first 3 chapters, hopefully they're now ready to take that big step and start changing their life. And I offer a step-by-step approach, how to change the environment, how to change their lifestyle, how to change their diet. And I don't want people reading the book, because it didn't happen to me when I was changing my lifestyle, and I don't expect anyone to grab the book, change their life in 1 week, and think that they achieved everything. It might take time, might take a couple of months, might take a year. I want people to realize that healthy lifestyle is not a journey, it's not a destination, it's a journey. You start it, and hopefully the goal of this book is people will continue to, throughout their life, and maintain that healthy lifestyle.
And people often do, because when they start initiating these changes, they feel better. So that's very motivational. They have more energy. They wake up with less congestion in the morning. And in general, they just feel so much better that then you do want to take the next step.
Right, and keep those symptoms at bay and have that energy and be able to enjoy their life.
So I'd like to remind you, listeners, that we're going to take a little break right here on Herbally Yours, and you are listening to Herbally Yours on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. Listen live or online at ncc.edu/WHPC, and may I say also on the archives. Our show is on the archives. And for more information on today's guest or topic, send us an email, whpc@ncc.edu. Stay tuned. Herbally Yours will be right back.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. With millions of YouTube views, shares, Instagram likes, followers, and fans across the globe. But what do all these amazing pets have in common? Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a shelter or adoptable pets near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard? Well, that's entirely up to you. Visit theshelterpetproject.org and hear more about Hamilton the Pug, Toast, and Keyboard Cat's amazing adoption stories. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Your perfect pet is just a click away at theshelterpetproject.org. A public service announcement brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
And And thank you. Back again right here on Herbally Yours. You're listening to Ellen Kamai. You can always find me at naturalnurse.com. And today we're with our guest, Dr. Natalya Fazylova, who has a fascinating history. We're talking about her book, Health and Wellness